Hey, hey now, it's Little Paulette without the gang. I am back, I think, with part 5 of Our Kind of People, episode 1, season 1, Reparations. Um, I had a technical difficulty with my last video, so if it's not part 5, I'll have it written down there below correctly. But anyway, back to Reparations. It cuts to Miss Leah at her daddy Franklin's house. I'm sorry, at his office. And I don't know if you knew the part of in the beginning where Teddy Franklin said that he bought the biggest table he could find, and he had it at an incline so he could sit up at the front of the table as a black man holding like all this money and wealth in his black hands. I had that in one of my other videos, I think my first video. Well, Miss Leah had tried to take over her father's company, and she called herself fixing the chair, fixing the incline on the table. So now that he has come in the room, you can see on the side of 2 chairs, on the side of the table of 2 chairs, you can see a lot of sawdust sitting there. So I guess she fixed it so now he can't look down on anybody. And she was like, she tore somebody down today, and she didn't think the ends justified the means. Obviously talking about Angela, but she said it made her think about her father. Basically, that was a dig towards him, as usual. she told him, "You might be the patriarch now, but I am the heir apparent." So she got to trick up her damn sleeve. You know what I'm talking about? She's like, "So I'm taking over the company." And then Teddy just busts out laughing like, She's like, "Wait for it, Daddy, wait for it. And you're retiring early." And he starts rolling some more like, like, "Girl, please." And he is like, "And why would I agree to that?" And she's like, "I have a document filled with your dirty deeds." But you know he don't look worried, right? And then she threatened to call the feds on her father with the information that she had. This girl is crazy, but she is her father's daughter. He taught her well. Talk about mirrors. Leah told her father ever since she was little, all she wanted was his respect. He told her, "You have my love. Respect is earned." He ain't lying. But I respect my kids. They respect me, so. To each their own. She got the nerve. She had her hands on his shoulders hugging him, and she was like, "You asked me to find a seat at your table, and I found one. Yours." And he's like, "Ha, ha, 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 ha." And the way that they argue is so sweet because they don't raise their voices. They just talk really sweet. They're like nice, nasty, as they call it. Shit, Leah said, "So I'm going to be moved to the head of this company because it's not just about the money. It's about helping black folks." Okay, so Leah is, she is part of the Grace City. Her dream is to help build up the black community. So even though she is a snobby bitch, she does have a lot of good qualities. She is just a product of her environment. Her father just laughed her off. He's like, "You think you different. You just as addicted to money and power as I am. Your blood runs through my veins, little girl." Oh, yes, it does. He was like, "I'm just better at this than you are. You win tonight, but I'm just better at this than you are. I'm going to go on and go home and play a little kitty game with you. But I'll see you around." And Leah, with her crazy self, was like, "Enjoy the rest of your summer, Daddy. But it won't be in this room." And then she had a nerve to have this giddy little sway, like smile, like, like a little kid who in the field and they about to spin around or something. Just, you know what I'm saying? Like a little spoiled child. She's a trip. Just happy. I wouldn't say spoiled. A happy child. And it cuts to Aunt Piggy, Josephine, Nikki, and Angela. And Josephine is a DA, and she called in a favor, and she gave them all the files from her mother's case. because they looking to see what is going on, because they ain't never heard of Piggy never heard of her sister going to jail, and Angela never heard of her mother going to jail. And Piggy said that her sister, which is Angela's mother, damn near disowned her one time when she heard she was messing with a drug dealer. So they find it hard to believe that anything like that could have really happened. And then, of course, they find a VHS tape. Girl, yeah, they found a VHS tape. Yes, they did. Oh, my goddess. So when she puts the tape and she said, y'all come here. They look at the tape. It's her mother sitting in the interrogation room, and Teddy is standing in front of her, but you can only see the back of him, which looks just like the way he looked when he's standing at that car. And Angela Vaughn's mother, Eve, says, Teddy, tell him I didn't sell drugs out of the shop. And he says it's going to be okay. But he's backing up, and he's unscrewing or turning off the camera in the police interrogation room. And it just goes off. I'm trying to give y'all the faces that I usually make, but it's a little hard with this one. And then Angela has a flashback memory of the night when her father was supposed to come and get them when he paid off her mother, and she ran outside. I guess they had cut off the memory. They didn't show the whole thing. She actually runs all the way outside, and he must have dropped his watch. She picks up the watch, and she's standing there crying, and he's still standing at the car, kind of looking sideways, but you can only see the back of him as usual. And then she puts it together. Teddy Franklin is my father. Did y'all already know? It seemed kind of obvious to me, though, when I found out. But Piggy is like, no. She would have told me. Angela's like, but she didn't. And you was like her ace boon coon. She basically said, y'all was like white on rice, and she didn't tell you. And we got to start asking why. Because we saw on that tape, he basically shut her up. So it's something more to it. And she know that that's why her mother sent her there to find out what the hell's going on. And let's not forget that she hid the building from Angela until the night before she died. She didn't even know that her mother owned the building. You know what I'm saying? So it's a reason why that she did that shit. Angela said, and she gonna do exactly what her mother wanted her to do. Find out what the hell Teddy did to her. She gonna do it too. Leah's chilling at her pool, her and her husband, and she let her husband know that her father was retiring early, and her husband looking at her like she crazy, retiring early. She's like, yep, and I'm gonna be named chairman of Franklin Holdings. And he looking all confused like, what in the doobadoo are you talking about, girl? Of course, she don't really tell him exactly what happened, that she blackmailing her father or anything like that. She leaves that part out. Yeah, so he congratulated her, and next thing you know, the maid came out and was like, Miss Franklin DuPont, Miss Vaughn is here to retrieve her wig. Yeah, because Angela was like, I need my shit. Fuck out of here. And you humiliated me in front of everybody. You ain't keeping my wig with your rich ass. You could pay for a wig. Say word. You know what I'm talking about. Leah went to go get the wig, and Angela was sitting in a living room type area, and she's like, I hear you wanted to come pick up the wig yourself. Angela shook her head, nodded like, yep, it cost a lot of money to make. Shit, I came to get my shit. Like, she's saying, I ain't no punk, even though you did all that in front of everybody. I'm not scared. I'm still here. Ain't nothing you can do. I'm going to be right here. Basically. Leah's like, I'm glad that you came, because I'm not in the business of tearing down black women. I'm in the business of tearing up our sisters. And Angela's like, so am I. We just do it differently. Angela was like, we two sides of the same coin. Leah, two very different sides of the same coin. Little do she know, they sisters know y'all not two very different sides of the same coin. Angela said, why? Because of the amount of money in our bank account? Okay, I'm starting to get the rules around here. And for where I stand, you're a slave to them rules. And Leah's like, I ain't nobody's slave. But again, like I told you, Leah has a lot of great qualities. She's just a product of her environment. So she's not as bad as she seems, even though she can do, like anybody else, do messed up stuff. And Angela said, yeah, you are the slave because you humiliated me all to serve this lifestyle. And she started laughing. She said, maybe you the real maid up in here. And you know Leah did not like that. Nope. Shit, Angela was like, my mother left me one thing, that old boarding house down on Deloitte Street or whatever it's called. And she was like, you know it? Leah, my family used to own it. And she said, come see about me so I can hook them dry ends up. Yes, shady. Threw that shade right back at her. Then, of course, they cut back to Angela's memory of that night when Teddy uh, left the mother hanging, and then she's still outside on the porch watching him, and he gets in the car, and guess who's in the car but little Leah. And Leah says to her dad, Daddy, who's that girl? And he says, nobody need to concern yourself with Leah. And he like pulls off, and little Angela's still on the porch just looking. Poor baby. And Angela gets home. She opens up that wig. She pulls out Leah's hair and puts it in a plastic bag, because you know who she going to go see? Danya. And see what Danya got to say? DNA. And she looks in the mirror and she says, I got to secure the crown. Right, Mama? And she's closing up the Ziploc bag, because you know what that means. Like I said, she going to go see Danya. So tell me what y'all think about it. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And tell me what y'all think about this show so far. This is the end of the first episode, and I hope y'all like it. And I hope that if you aren't already watching it, that you go ahead and watch it. And if you already watched it, I hope that my recap make you want to watch it again. I don't even know what channel it comes on, because I watch it on Hulu or my Fire Stick, so I can't really tell you, but just Google it and you'll see it. It's called Our Kind of People, and I recently learned that it's from an actual book that teaches you about this kind of stuff, and they made it into a series, a mini series. So check me out. I'll be back again. Like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys. Have a blessed day or blessed night or whatever. Peace.